Everyone, Jay here with High Desert Family Doodles. We've had a lot going on in the past couple weeks with puppies, pregnancies, a bunch of other stuff, kids, you can hear them in the background. One thing in the midst of that is that we were able to take two of our dogs up to a board and train program up in Ellensburg. We took Luca and Maple up there, and it's run, owned, and operated by our friend Cody. It's Gungho dog training. So we had to take Maple up first and wait with Luca just because he had a date with Honey. But I took Luca up there individually. And what you'll get a chance to see is me meeting with Cody, kind of the onboarding process with Luca. It's just incredible because he's such a wealth of information. And even in that short time where I got to hang out with him, I learned stuff regarding, reading body language of the dog, how they respond, how you help them comfortable, all sorts of things. So Cody will have a new series on YouTube regarding dog training that should be coming out here pretty soon. And we'll keep you posted on what that process looks like. But here's just a glimpse at what it looked like to onboard a dog at Gungho Dog Training. So check it out. All right, here we are, Ellensburg, Washington, at Gungho Dog Training, dropping off Mr. Luca for a little board and train. Up here, we already have Maple up here. Luca had a full week. He had a date with Honey throughout the week. So they bred, tied a few times, and now he's going to school with the boy Cody. So we're gonna get some photos, see it in, but man, look at this. This place is gorgeous. Look at that sun out there in the mountains. Ellensburg, it's a dream. Hey, Luca. Hey, you ready to come out, big boy? What do you think? You ready? Yeah, I know. You did great on the car ride today. You did a great job on the car. Let's get you hooked up. Yeah, what do you think, buddy? It's a new place, new smells, new sights. You'll be calling this place home for a month, my man. Yeah, he's working with a little bit of anxiety in the new location, but hopefully that's one thing they'll work on him with. Cody's great. We've known Cody for years, and he's got a good thing going on up here, and so we're excited at High Desert to join what he's got going in and allow them to level and teach some of our dogs. What do you think, Luca? It's going to be your sensei for the next month. Fresh out of the CrossFit class.
Yeah.
Look at those guns. Yeah. What do you think about that, buddy? New experience. Remember Cody? Unsure. Yeah. Here he is. Fresh. Yeah, buddy. And why'd you just kind of turn your back on him?
It's less confronting.
Yeah.
So if I come at a dog like this, it's very intimidating. Closer to me, and I can pet him. It's just body language. 90% plus of how the dogs are communicating is their body language with one another. So we tend to think English first, and then their tone of voice, and then our body language, where it's the complete opposite with dogs. It's they're paying attention to your body language, then your tone of voice, and then the words that you say. So he's just extremely anxious, extremely nervous. So we have to set him up for success by giving him areas where he can himself self-improve with confidence. So if I try to force him through something like jumping over a box or something, that's not going to help him. But if I allow him to kind of experiment and do it himself, then he's going to feel a lot more confident with himself. And then when we get out and about like this, he's going to start to be more and more confident. So it's really just a lot of socialization, desensitization, building confidence through obedience and agility. Those are all kind of recipes for success when you have a nervous dog like this.
Yeah. Nervous? Luca's not nervous. Hey, Miss Maple. Hey, Miss Maple.
Grab.
What do you think, guys? Maple, hey. Nope.
Maple off. Maple off. Maple here. Good girl. Yeah, see, she was like covered in mud
Yeah.
yesterday, and she just dried off and then falls off like dust.
Sometimes, I mean, they get coated stuff and they can tend to mat too. Like these
Yeah,
doodles in
little
particular.
dreadlocks.
Yeah, like we'll have to brush them out, you know, every other night or, you know, twice a week or something like that, depending on how much energy or how much stuff they got going on. What do you think, Maple? So Cody, like when you're looking at, you know, Maple and Luca, and just seeing Luca for not the first time, but up here, what are you noticing? What are you taking in? What are you observing?
Well, I mean, right now, just like your tail is kind of your thermometer for the dog. So when he first got here, you know, his tail is tucked, and now he's like tail's up. He was just wagging his tail a little bit. Just by introducing him to another dog, he got so much more lighthearted. So that's the first thing that I wanted to do, was just get him out here with Maple, who he's met before, and just let him get associated to the smells. I'm not going to bring the other dogs out until he starts to be a little more confident. But you can tell a lot from his body language. There's a ton of different things about how their tail wags and which direction and all that stuff. But just like how high he holds his head, if hackles are up on their back, how stiff their body is, if they're play bowing. Maple's doing a really good job at just making him feel comfortable and feeling at home. Welcome to the Gungho Dogs Kennel.
Welcome, Luca. Guys.
So now we have the other dogs out, and Luca's doing really well. He's on the other side of the fence, so it's giving him a little bit of comfort. But socialization is twofold. One part is observation, and the other part is interaction. And you don't want your dog to be overbalanced on either side. So if your dog interacts with every dog they see, they're going to start to get reactive because they want to go play with every single dog they see. They're going to be super excited. Also, at the same time, if they don't interact with any dogs, then they're going to be fearful and might become reactive out of like fear. So we want to keep a healthy balance. Usually when the dogs are here, we're always keeping the boys and the girls separate, except for when we're doing like really oversighted training. And we've been like watching these two together, but we like to mix them up, put them in different pens. You know, like all these boys, they didn't start off all together. I slowly over days started mixing them together, and now they all play together really well. And this is one of my most favorite parts of my job, is to see dogs just interact with each other and teach each other.
No, what do you think, Luca? Maple looks like she's acclimated. She's itching at the bit. Yeah, Luca's posture is just, you know, markedly different. You're saying, like with the dogs out here,
Yeah.
he just almost I don't know if you'd say like the anxiety went away, but he's just seems like he's leveled out.
It's dinner time, and we're gonna get all the dogs and we'll bring them inside. We'll grab all the boys first.
Quite the backdrop you got there, Cody, with that clouds.
This is it. Good. So first thing, they need permission before they go through the gate here. Wiley. Blue. Duke. Goose here. Goose. Come here. Goose. Kennel. Good boy. Gunner. Wiley. Goose. Okay. Let's go inside. Come on. Kennel. There you go, Wiley. We get them all in their crates, and then we'll go down and we'll feed each of the dog inside of their crates. It really helps with avoiding any sort of like food aggression or anything like that. But we can also individually work with the dogs. But this is what mealtime looks like. There's structure when the dogs go out, and there's even more structure when they come back in. So not only do dogs get like one-on-one training here, but they get environmental training like this. Duke, kennel. And over time, they start to realize that the only way that they're getting their food is if they're in the crate. And so that's what really gets them to go in like this and to stay in there. Give it a little air.
I don't know, I think it's smudged. It's got a little smudge.
We'll get the dog's food, and then this is where we're teaching the dog what leave it means. So we'll put the food down, we'll say leave it, and then they leave it alone, and we say break, and then they can go eat their food. But they're just learning at every single meal time that they need permission, not only to go through thresholds, but also to eat their food. And then also this word leave it comes up so much in obedience training, which is why we do this every meal time. Leave it. Good boy. Good. Break. Blue gets really, really excited. Good boy, Goose. Leave it. Good boy. Leave it. Break. Leave it. Good boy. He'll start drooling a ton. Good boy. Break. There we go. Then we go back through and we'll pick up the bowls and stuff. But that's a little bit of what our meal times look like here. Their service, I guess. Maple sit. Maple sit. Good girl. Sit. Good. Good. Break. Off.
Down.
So we'll use down for lay down.
Okay.
And we'll say off for jumping.
Sorry, Cody. Forgive me.
I'll give you.
Set back for weeks now.
I got a magnet for you that has all the words we use and what they mean. Maple, kennel. Maple, kennel. Girl. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Break. Hey, Luca. What's up, buddy? See if we can take some food. So I have a long line. New dogs.
Yes, is the point of the long line to give them space to roam a bit while also... what's the point of the long line, Cody?
Yeah. Well, it's basically the transition between a leash and off leash. So you can have a really long line, and I can still allow the dog to have a little more freedom, but I'm just like stepping on on the leash to keep him close to me. But we use it for conditioning as we're transitioning from like a teaching phase into like an off leash something. So say the dog is really good at recall on the leash and it's only 6 feet long. Well, now I want to allow you to go 30 feet away from me and work on recall. So the long line is super helpful with that. Yeah.
Great. I remember you told last time, well, first time we worked with Luca, you said the lead is like shrinking the room or something to that effect. A leash is like just shrinking the room. Yeah. And I remember that really hit. I was like, oh man, that makes so much sense. It's a helpful way to think about it as a tool.
Yeah, so the long line is essentially shrinking like a larger space down. Obviously, when you go past the end of your long line, if you still want some sort of like accountability at that point, you would have to use some other tool. But the long line, I'm pretty sure, is like the most traditional tool in dog training. Like basically just attaching a long rope to your dog, and it's super helpful. There's a lot of different things that you can do with it, but we use it quite a bit.
Dude, Cody, thanks for the help, man. Big appreciation.
You're welcome.
All right, Gungho Dog Training. Check it out. Cody, what's your scouting report on Maple and Luca?
The report so far is they have happy hearts and they're eager and willing to learn, and so am I.
Yeah, love it, love it. Cody, thanks, man. More to come from High Desert and Gungho.
All right.